Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the flights and matchups reveal for World Cup 8. My name is Josh Mayer. I'm part of the Gameplay Policies team. And for right now, we are going to go around and let everybody in our team introduce ourselves. So, like I said, my name is Josh Mayer, and we'll kick it on around to everybody else.
I'll go next. I'm Kevin Olsey. I've worked for the Gameplay department since its foundation back in August of 2011.
I'm Martin. I've been working for the Gameplay department since October of 2013. I will be hosting the team so you can actually see them.
I'm Emily Hickmott, and I've worked for Gameplay for like 3 weeks, so this is my first time.
I'm Sarah Nealing. I've been here for a long time.
All right, so that's a quick introduction to everybody. I'm going to give a quick overview on kind of how this whole process went, and then I will kick it over to Kevin for the actual reveal. So as far as most of you know, we have 80 teams competing in this year's World Cup. They will be split into two 40-team flights. This was done by separating the pairs of teams based on the USQ rankings. The flights were decided by the random coin flip of United States quarter. And how this was done, to give an example for you, team number 1, Lone Star, who was the number 1 overall ranked team, was placed randomly into a flight, and team 2, Maryland, was placed into the other flight based on the results of the coin flip. In the next pair, team 3, the Lost Boys, were placed into a flight, and team 4, Ohio State, was once again placed into the other. That's continued on for the rest of the qualified teams. That's how the two flights themselves were created. As far as the actual first round matchups, all of the teams were separated into groups of 4. The top group of teams in each flight were randomly paired against one of the teams from the corresponding bottom group. This means that teams 1, 2, 3, and 4 were randomly assigned to play against one of teams 40, 39, 38, and 37 from their own flight. If a team was drawn to play against a team from its own region, the pairings were redrawn until no interregional matchups were produced. And then continue 7 only assigned to play against one of teams 36, 34, and 33. And once again, this continued out for the rest of the teams. I am now going to send things over to Kevin, who will actually begin revealing the matchups.
All right, and starting out in Flight 1, drawing the number 1 overall seed in Flight 1 was the overall number 1 ranked team in Lone Star QC, who will be opposed in the first round by the 38th seed in their flight, Wizards of Westwood from the West. And I will let Martin put it on the board. In the number 2 slot in Flight 1 is the number 3 overall seed, the Lost Boys, who will be playing the number 39 seed in their pool, Clone Star QC. Seemingly unable to get away from each other, the number 3 overall seed under the Lost Boys in Flight 1 will be the Los Angeles Gambits, who will be playing TC Frost, the number 37 seed in their flight. And finally, wrapping up the top group of 4, we have number 4 seed in the flight, Texas State, who will be playing the number 40 seed in the flight, the Bowling Green Falcon Warriors. For the next grouping of 4 in Flight 1, starting with the number 5 seed in Flight 1, we have the University of North Carolina, who will be playing Ohio University out of the Midwest, who is seed 36 in the flight. In the 6th seed in Flight 1, we have QC Boston, who will be playing the Baylor B team, the 35th ranked seed Osos de Muerte. The number 7 team in this flight is Kansas, who will be playing the number 34 ranked team in this flight, which is Oklahoma Baptist. The number 8 ranked team in Flight 1 is going to be the Warriors out of New York City, who will be playing the number 33 ranked team, George Mason University. All right, now for the next group of 4 in Flight 1, the number 9 seed in Flight 1 will be Michigan, who will be taking on the number 32 seed, Silver Phoenix. In 10th place in this flight will be the regional runner-up New York University, who will be playing the 30th ranked Tribe Quidditch. At 11, we will be having Ball State, who will be playing the 31st ranked RCQC out of the South. And finally, in this grouping, we will have the 12th ranked Santa Barbara Black Tips, who will be playing number 29 seed Macaulay. And I will start off the next round, or the next group, before I pass it off to Emily. But in the next group of 4, the number 13 seed will be University of Miami, Florida, who will be playing the number 26 seed in the flight, Capital Madness. And now I will pass it off to Emily, who will take on the rest of Flight 1 and start off Flight 2 for you.
Okay, so number 14 seed is Central Michigan, and they will be playing number 27, Boston University. Then number 15 is Western Washington in this flight, and they will be playing number 28, Michigan State out of the West. The next group one is RIP at number 16, and they will be playing number 25, Missouri. And in the last set of 4 for this flight, number 17 will be Oklahoma State, and they will be playing number 23, Tennessee Tech. Number 18 is Richmond out of Mid-Atlantic, playing number 21, Florida. At number 19, you have Northern Arizona, playing number 24, Loyola New Orleans. At number 20, you have Penn State out of Mid-Atlantic, playing number 22, Miami of Ohio, Midwest. Then to start Flight 2, the number 1 seed in Flight 2 is Maryland, and they will be playing the number 40 seed, Austin Quidditch. The number 2 seed is Ohio State, and they will be playing Lock Haven University, Oneida Dickman. The 3 seed in Flight 2 is Texas, and they will be playing number 38, Illinois State. And then the number 4 seed in Flight 2 is number 37, Assistant Warhawks. Starting the next group of 4, Baylor University will be playing number 34, Harvard, fighting John Jackson. Number 6, Tufts University. Will be playing Purdue University out of the Midwest. Next up is Sarah with the best of the Flight 2.
Okay, So for the rest of Flight 2, or the rest of the teams anyway, next we have Bowling Green, and they're playing against Long Beach. And then number 8, British Columbia, Canada, is playing against VCU. Then the next little group of 4, UCLA, number 9, is playing against the College of Charleston, number 30, also the number of cards possibly get. Number 10, RPI, will be up against Indiana. 11 is Emerson, and they come up against Southern Storm. Number 12 is the Silicon Valley Scroots, and they are going to come up against South Carolina. After that is number 13, Arizona Quidditch Club, who will be playing against Texas A&M University. Number 14 is Minnesota. They are going to be playing Sam Houston State. They're cats. Then Arkansas at number 15 will be playing against South Florida, or USF, at 28. Blue Mountain Quidditch Club will be playing Arizona State. It's just 16 and 25. Number 17, Crimson Elite, comes up against 23 UTSA. 18, Villanova, comes against 22 Hofstra. 19, Appalachian, comes against 24 Rochester. And then the last set of teams is going to be number 20, Texas Tech, against number 21, Virginia. I possibly spoke faster than everybody else. I'm sorry. Okay, so if Josh has something to say, because he's the gameplay director.
No, that's really all we have. I expect there will be tons and tons of discussion on various websites and things. So thank you guys very much for a wonderful evening, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Good night.
Just as a quick reminder, get your initial rosters due in a week before World Cup. Final roster deadline for changes is 24 hours before World Cup. Make sure you do that, because it would kind of suck to get booed out of World Cup because you didn't get your roster in.